We are working in the steel sector, manufacturing. We are producing here cold formed profiles, as well as roofing sheets, as well as different kind of products in our workshop, in combination with the production of hydroform blocks as well. Well, this company is established in 2004, so last October we have celebrated our 10th anniversary, and we as a family are here for 5 years now.
My name is Tamrayo Taddesa. I'm a production manager in Ethiopian Steel Profiling and Building PLC. I'm one of the founders in this company. I was really happy starting from first time when I joined them. Till now I'm really happy. I'm getting a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience.
Why Ethiopia? Because Ethiopia has to offer a lot. It's a beautiful country in the Horn of Africa with a big economy, especially in potential. And all the sectors, they need to be developed. New investors, they are more than welcome in this country to share their skills, to share their knowledge, to share whatsoever in order to stimulate local economy.
Manufacturing is a sector where the government provides special incentives to attract investors.
Over the last 10 years we have made a major growth within the company. So it's always pushing and pulling, but despite that we managed to make a significant growth over the last years. There are many sectors who has their own institute. There is, for example, a Leather Industry Development Institute, and so there is also MIDI, Metal Institute for Metal Industry Development Institute, yeah? And there are others. So the government is really focusing on those key areas where they can support the investor. Of course, there are quite some programs where the Dutch government is supporting foreign investors who are establishing their firm here in Ethiopia. There is a Dutch Good Growth Fund now, which is in place of the PSI, well-known PSI. And there are others also for special sectors. I do see a big potential here, also for our sector. As you can see, traveling from Addis to Debre Zeit, the whole country is under construction. It's not only here, but wherever you go, there is construction. And we are in that sector. We are supplying the construction sector. So there is a lot of potential in that area. There are many products which are still imported, which can be easily produced, manufactured here locally. So for sure there is much to gain from here onwards. Recently we have invested in a new roofing sheet line, so now we are just calming down, but I can say, I will not say that nothing will happen in the future. Well, I have studied applied sciences, applied physics, so to say, but as a family we always had a drive to work in developing countries. But as soon as this vacancy popped up, we decided to pack our bags and to move to Ethiopia as a family. Here in Debre Zeit we have quite a lot of investors, and all those investors, they came through one guy. His name is Mr. Van Putten. He is a well-known guy here in Ethiopia, in Debre Zeit at least. He started working here about 20 years ago, and through him all the investors which are present here in Debre Zeit, Dutch investors, through him they came and invested in Ethiopia, in Debre Zeit. So we are here with a kind of Dutch group. Here in Debre Zeit we are like with 40 people. It's quite convenient for new Dutch people to settle down here, because there is already a network. That means when there is a network there is knowledge, there is a backup, especially when you have children. 5 years ago there is a international school established here in Debre Zeit, so our children, they are attending that school as well. When you move to a developing country, it is good to have a school where you can entrust your children to, because education is very important also for our children. All the investors here, all the entrepreneurs, they have learned big lessons, and those lessons should be shared for new investors. One of the things is that investors who are quite successful in Europe or wheresoever, doesn't need to be necessarily successful here in Ethiopia. So lower your expectations, so to say. Yeah. Also in terms of lead time. If you plan, okay, in 2 years' time I will set up my factory and I will run smoothly, make it 4 years. If you budget to invest 1 million, make it 2 million. I mean, there are so many things which can disturb the flow of your investment. You need to be foot on the ground, man. When it comes to challenges, there are many challenges here in the country. Yeah, but the good thing and the good news also for new investors is that you can win or overcome every single challenge. There is none of the challenges we haven't dealt with. If you just struggle, if you fight, if you keep knocking, then at the end you will succeed. And I think that's one of the good things of Ethiopia, because I'm sure there are other African countries where once the door is closed, you are not able to open it unless you pay money or whatsoever. But that's not true for Ethiopia. Yeah? Once you are a serious investor and once you start to fight, you will succeed. That's for granted.